only people knew the stuff that we say off air.
I know. It's
Do you
pretty
think we get
entertaining.
fined by the FCC for some of the stuff though?
I don't know. I have to look in the details on the rule book to see because some of the things are kind of edgy. And obviously I can't say what they are, so we'll have to dig into that because we can't really afford any fines right now.
Your comments about Marilyn Monroe and JFK, that was pushing it.
Really? We're really going there?
We're going there. We're going.
You did have some nice blonde hair though.
And it's time to begin. But without further ado,
yes.
Do people ever say "with further ado"? Is that even a phrase?
I don't think. I think it's without any. Oh, wait.
Without further ado.
Without further ado, yeah.
Yeah, but does anybody ever do the opposite?
With further ado?
Yeah.
I don't think that would make sense. I think it's without further ado.
That's my goal is to get that into
Why don't we just start it? Why don't we just start it now?
Okay. With further ado.
With further ado.
Intro music.
Countdown.
2, 1.
Intro music.
I mean, it gets more and more beautiful every time.
Hey, that's my goal. That's what I'm aiming for.
All right, so we're running a little late thanks to technical difficulties, so we need to hurry up and get into the slate. The 11 o'clock slate is actually already started, but
correct.
I think we had talked about this before. We both thought Oklahoma was going to beat Nebraska. I said I think Nebraska keeps it within the 11.
So far, they're doing all right. It's tied up. So
far, it's tied up. But Raj, I think you were on Oklahoma as well.
Yeah, I picked Oklahoma to win the game. Yeah.
Right. And fun fact, Nebraska today is working without a coach. They're just going to see if that works better than having Frost on the sideline.
Yeah, I know. They have an interim coach in there somewhere, but
I think he's somewhere on a beach somewhere.
Oh.
I think they're literally just everybody calls their own plays.
He said, "I don't even want that job." Yeah.
Okay. Baylor over Texas State, Michigan over UConn. You were hoping Georgia and South Carolina would be close, and South Carolina would keep it within like the 25.
Right.
I don't know that that's going to happen.
I mean, I'm hoping.
Full disclosure, that's what I picked. Georgia to win, South Carolina to keep it within the 25.
And what was the line on that one? I think it was Georgia by like a lot.
Yeah, 25, I think. This is why I keep saying 25, but that's fine.
Yeah, I just like it when you say 25.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm hoping South Carolina just keeps it close and keeps it competitive. Might be a tough game because Georgia's on the road, but I don't know. Georgia's was playing like the number one team, and we already talked about
the number one team.
They are the number one team.
I think I said this on multiple ones. If Georgia was Alabama, and they weren't number one to ranked, like we would be rioting. Like everybody would be like the polls are terrible, but somehow Georgia has become the most disrespected returning champ of all. Like I don't even understand.
Right.
But they're clearly the number one team, and they clearly should be ranked number one.
And after the first 2 weeks, they looked solid. I mean, game one, they just looked solid from head to toe.
Solid or sexy?
I'm going to say solid. I'm never going to say sexy. That's just
okay.
Yeah, I'm
just
not
wondering.
Gonna do that.
Just wondering. All right, and then of course Kentucky over Youngstown State.
Yes, no debate there.
All right, that gets us into the 2:30 games. Oh, and for viewer guide purposes, we'll do the rest of them later. But the current setup for me, Georgia and South Carolina have found their way onto the main TV. And Oklahoma and Nebraska are on the second TV.
I actually have it the same way. I have Georgia and South Carolina on TV, and then on the laptop I have Oklahoma, Nebraska.
Are you even able to pay attention to the YouTube video we're doing right now? Or are you?
Yes, of course. I always pay attention to this.
As he looks off into the distance.
No, sometimes I tend to look to the left every once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate that. All right. Let's get into the 2:30 games. Some good ones there. BYU and Oregon.
Yeah, this could be an interesting game.
BYU needs to crash the party. BYU is trying to be this year's Cincinnati.
Yes. Trying to sneak on into that playoff. Yes.
Big win against Baylor last week. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't realize how good BYU was until they beat Baylor last week because I picked Baylor last week. So with them going on the road and playing Oregon, and Oregon is actually the 3.5 point favorite in this game.
I don't get that. BYU. I don't get how they're in the top 25 still either.
I don't. Well, they won't be after today, and I don't think they should be right now anyway. But I have BYU winning this game.
Yeah, I have BYU too as well. BYU goes on the road and takes down Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon should be pretty motivated. A loss to Georgia to start your year, you still have a lot of goals in front of you, but
but they got killed by Georgia. That wasn't even like close. That wasn't even a game.
It was kind of close, like right up until the point. Right up until the coin flip. After the coin flip.
When it was still 0-0. Yeah,
you're right. When it was still 0-0, it was great. So.
Yeah. But I don't know. The only good thing Oregon has going with them is they have like a plethora of uniforms that they can wear during any of these games, and so that Nike
like, do you get paid for every time you move?
I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that because then you're gonna start saying it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plethora. I just said that a plethora of times.
If you didn't receive anything via Cash App, then yeah, that should be your answer.
All right, next game, 4:00 game. Liberty at Wake Forest. Yeah, Wake Forest. I'm surprised the line's only 17, but Wake Forest.
I'll take Wake Forest by 20 in this game.
Yeah. Oklahoma State over Arkansas. Arkansas over Missouri. Oklahoma.
Ohio State's going to murder Toledo.
Okay. NC State. Texas Tech over NC State. Now, this is something we debuted on the technical difficulties one.
Correct.
Here we come again. So it is.
Because I'm saying.
I'm upset. Raj?
I'm picking Texas Tech to win this game. Are you not?
I am not. I'm still going with NC State. I think Texas Tech loses by 3 or 7, one of those two.
Okay.
NC State not impressive, but again.
So you don't think NC State will cover?
I don't think NC State will cover, but I think they'll win the game.
Okay. I got Texas Tech in that. Upset.
Look, you have intro music. I'll do the upset stuff. Okay.
Okay. That's fair enough. Okay. Let's share the wealth.
Michigan State at Washington.
This is a weird one.
It is a weird one. Michigan State is somehow ranked 11th, and Washington's unranked. They're favored at home. Washington played tough at Wisconsin last week. I think I'm going to take Washington at home.
I think I'm going to take Michigan State to win this game. I know it's going to happen. I really don't have any valid reasons to take Michigan State to win this game. I do think that after they win this game, they'll probably be in the top 10, maybe, depending on what happens with the rest around the country after the other games. But what's going to happen is Michigan State's still going to lose to Ohio State, and they're still going to lose to Michigan. And they might lose one other game after that anyway. So
they'll be done.
But they'll win. I think Michigan State will win this game.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Western Michigan. Pittsburgh to win. Pittsburgh to cover.
I think Florida's going to beat South Florida.
And that's Clemson. The SEC portion. You just ruined the whole program.
Sorry about that.
We can't even talk about it anymore.
We got to do it all over. Oh, my God.
Clemson whoops Louisiana Tech, but they don't cover just because of their offense.
I don't think so either. I don't think they cover either. And you already know how I feel about DJ at quarterback. I think they need to put Clade, or is it Cade or Clade?
Cade Klubnik. I just know Klubnik. Is that sad? I know his last name.
I don't know. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Klubnik or Klubnik? I don't know.
You know, he's Clemson. I don't have enough time to. I know how to Tagovailoa. I can pronounce that better than I can pronounce anybody from
Clemson. We'll just call him Cade. I think if they put Cade in there, then they would have a better chance to cover. And I think that they need to go ahead and make that transition.
We can call him CK. Later. DJ needs to be replaced by CK.
CK. Okay.
No.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And UTSA at Texas.
Oh, wow.
Banged up.
Yep.
Barely lost last week to, I forget who they played, but
I don't know.
Arizona something, I forget. Why not just go with the I'm sad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yep.
UTSA goes on the road and upsets Texas.
I'm picking Utsa to win the game. So
you just like saying Utsa.
I do. I really do.
And then Utah over San Diego State. Feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that one.
And USC Fresno State, the nightcap. USC takes.
I think USC wins by at least 2 touchdowns. I think they'll cover.
The SEC slate. We already talked about the games that are going on in progress, so that gets you to Ole Miss at Georgia Tech at 2:30.
Okay. I have Ole Miss.
I don't know. Georgia Tech looked putrid the other night when I saw.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe
Ole Miss takes this one. Huh?
I've got Ole Miss. Yes.
Penn State at Auburn.
Right.
Penn State somehow is ranked 22nd. I haven't seen them play. Can't name any of their players. Auburn is still Auburn.
Right. They still have TJ Finley at quarterback, but as far as I know, they haven't switched things up there. I'm going to go with Penn State winning this game, and I would gladly like to see Auburn lose.
I'm down with that.
I'm okay with that.
So Penn State to win that game.
Yep.
Vandy at Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is favored.
I'm going to pick Vandy. I'm picking Vandy.
Makes this an upset, but I'm not going to give them all 3.
Yeah, no, I don't think this game doesn't warrant that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking Vandy to go on the road.
I'm picking Vandy as well too.
Mississippi State at LSU. Mississippi State is actually favored
by 3 points. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to take Mississippi State, And
I am too, and I think Mississippi State is going to stay undefeated. I think Brian Kelly has his hands full right now at LSU.
Yeah. They look terrible against Florida State.
Horrible. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and take Mississippi State in this one too. I don't think LSU is going to. Yeah, and I think Mississippi State will cover as well. It's only 3 points, so.
I never understand the 3-point line because do we honestly think they're going to win by 1? But I mean, I guess we've seen a plethora of 1-point games lately. So,
oh my gosh,
all
my sponsorship money is out the window. Yep, go ahead.
All right, Tennessee smokes Akron.
They're going to kill them
if they feel like covering or not. Arkansas
beats Missouri State.
Florida smokes South Florida.
Then the game of the night. The game of the night. 8 p.m.
Game of the night. Texas A&M hosting Miami.
And we received it. We heard the news. I'm sorry. My sources gave me the news yesterday that Max Johnson's starting at quarterback for A&M.
Are those the same sources that just sent that information out to the entire world?
I can't tell you that, and then there wouldn't be sources anymore. That's why I don't give you names. I just say sources. Gotcha. I can't tell you that.
Gotcha. Yeah. My sources say that I've got a little bit of gas going on. I need to use the bathroom soon.
Oh my goodness. With Max Johnson being named the starter, I think A&M wins this game now. I think Max Johnson is going to be able to open up the playmakers that they have as far as the receivers and Aeneas and everybody else. So I think that's going to give them the edge that they need to beat Miami. Had they kept Haynes King in there at quarterback, I just don't think Haynes King was giving them the offensive.
Haynes King is headed back to Men's Warehouse to sell suits.
Oh yeah, yes, and he'll do good at that. He'll do really good at that.
That man sells a mean suit.
Yeah. Not a happy suit, but a mean suit.
A mean suit. He's nice.
Great. Like that suit is in a really bad.
All right, taking Texas A&M to win the game.
Yes, we're taking Texas A&M to cover.
Jeepers.
Do you think A&M will cover?
Nah, I think they win by 3.
Okay.
But if you listen to me, you're definitely going broke.
Yeah. Hence my current position.
Yes.
No, I'm just fine.
Wow. So, viewers guide, we already mentioned what we're watching now, but Georgia and South Carolina is about 5 minutes away from being flipped to the second TV.
Yeah, I think Georgia's going to score here in a second. Again, it's going to be 14-0. It's Spencer Rattler already threw
2 interceptions. Or 1 interception.
One interception. Well, he might throw another one. We don't know. So, Georgia's going to be up 14-0, and this game's going to be over soon.
Georgia's got some nice. Are you watching Penn State? Because we're in SEC country, I think Penn State Auburn will take the main TV.
Yeah.
And Baylor
it's till 3 o'clock.
BYU and Oregon will get the secondary TV.
Right. I'm definitely gonna watch the Penn State Auburn game.
Yeah. But I can understand if you flip that depending on what part of the country you're in.
Right. And then obviously at 3 o'clock we want to watch Alabama versus Louisiana Monroe. So
yes. And we didn't even talk about that game. They better smoke them. So
I hope so. I hope they cover. We have a lot to work on before SEC play starts this weekend.
A lot, and we've got them and Vanderbilt. Yeah. Going into your 6 o'clock games. What was there? A 6:30 game that we wanted to watch? Well, I guess I might watch a little Michigan State Washington, but I also might just take a nap after the Bama game.
I mean, you to get ready for the 8 o'clock game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the 8 o'clock game is a big one. So 6 p.m. the Texas Tech NC State might be interesting for those who want to watch that game.
If you want to take a nap though so you can stay up for the 8 o'clock game, I fully understand.
Right.
So we'll watch Miami and Texas A&M at 8, and if you happen to stay up late, Fresno State and USC might be a decent game.
I might actually turn over, and you might be. Well, no, wait. The Louisiana Tech Clemson game is actually on the ACC network, so I don't even get that. I was gonna say
I like to watch that.
That's a good question. I like turning over to Clemson because there's a chance we might end up playing them in the playoff, and I like to see how they play. I always think about our competition.
Watch Clemson, Louisiana Tech.
Hey, just to see how they play. That's all it is. Hey, being honest. So.
And that is it for our SC picks. Hope you enjoyed as always. Raj?
Yep.
Are you prepared? Like, do you have to do any stretches or?
I don't even know why you ask me if I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. When have I not been prepared? Don't answer that.
That one time you
weren't. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Outro music and a cough.
Roll Tide, everybody.
Roll Tide.